Hey, good Sunday morning. I am your man, Truist Farmer. The S stands for savings. The S also stands for Sean, if you care to know about it. It is raining here on Sunday morning in Virginia, and we're having coffee. Yeah. Um, got up. Was supposed to be here at 7, like usual. Then I remembered I changed that to 8. And then I was like, all right. First of all, let me preface this. I got up at like 4, 4:30. Came in here, looked around, did some stuff. Contemplated cleaning this desk, which has to get cleaned today. I mean, ugh. um, this whole room needs to be a command center, and it's not. And as I look at myself here in this, oops, accidentally shut the mic off. In this T-shirt, I'm looking at all the dust just that you get from living in VA, baby. All this tech shit. All right. So yeah. So I got up and piddled around in here. Got super tired, super duper tired, because it was 4 in the morning. Then I laid back down for a minute. Then who is this? I haven't seen any of these people in a minute. And then my alarm clock went off at 7, like it always does, and I was semi-awake because I've been awake. Cut it off, laid back down, chilled out, and then all of a sudden, like in an hour, I was like, "Let me get out of bed," and bam, got out, looked around, was like, "Holy crap, it's Sunday!" It's like, "Holy crap, it's Sunday." I should open that window in the back. I'm gonna miss the Sunday show. I've missed it for like the last, I want to say 4 weeks, right? That's not good. Maybe 5 weeks. I don't think it's actually been 4 or 5 weeks. It might have been. It was longer than 2. Probably longer than 3. Maybe 4 weeks. Oh, maybe it was 4 or 5 weeks. All right. It is what it is. What it is, isn't it? And that's what it is. That's all that it is. That's all I can tell you about it. Again, it's the Sunday show. It is being broadcast to you by me, uh, to my Happy Little channels, my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel. Please like and subscribe to both of those, as I'm now about to check to see. There's something really going on with my setup here. What's going on here? That's weird. All right, hold on. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Man, I gotta get a new. I don't want to get a new PC. I have to get a new PC. I don't really think I need a new PC. I need to overhaul this PC. So I'm not gonna get a new PC. But I want a new co-PC to help with this one. But it is what it is, what it is, isn't it? Um, all right, so let's check these channels to see if I'm streaming everywhere. Maybe I'm just not a savvy tech person. Maybe that's what the issue is. All right, what are we looking for? We're looking for this. We're going to do that. We're going to click on this. We're going to hit that. We're going to come over here where I am streaming and I see me. All right, that's good. And we're going to go over here. I used to have to check this. I've sort of given up checking it, but I used to have to check this, remember? Because sometimes uh, it wouldn't stream to all locations. Um, which is bad for a restreamer. Uh, but it looks like I'm streaming here with the dark sides on the side. Yeah, so our first mission this year, let's cut this off. I want to thank everybody who's watching. If you're watching, I know it's Sunday morning and most people are asleep. These Sunday sessions used to go about 3 hours every Sunday, 2 hours every Sunday, somewhere like that. We're not doing epic Sunday stream. So maybe an hour. We could do Sunday. We could do music on Sunday. The Sunday sessions could be early morning music sessions. I have to somehow fit in music in this podcast. Not every day. I also have to fit in politics, which is, politics is the art of the possible. Bismarck said that. He ain't wrong. Um, but since I'm still learning all this stuff, it's not like I can put you some funky funk schmuckety funkiness, and you're all like, "Ooh, that dude is the butter." You know, I'm still learning, so I don't really want to torture anybody while I'm learning. But I've got nothing. Well, I don't want to say I don't have anything to stream. I have a lot to say and a lot to do on stream. I could paint you a picture, draw you a picture. I could cook you a dinner. I could clean this fucking apartment. Excuse me. There's a ton of things you can do on these here internet. But I'm slowly sort of trying to put together a show, and a show of like commentary and politics. But I want that to be like 25% of it. I want to mostly do gaming because I got to tell you, I've been talking politics forever, and I've said it on this show before. People don't know what they're talking about. People will just start talking about politics with no reference, no history of what, and they talk about it just because they want it to be so. It's like arguing with a 5 year old about politics. These are grown ass people I'm talking about. It's like arguing with a fucking 5 year old about Santa Claus or a 4 year old about Santa Claus. You know, I mean, it's good that you want to believe, and little children should believe in Santa Claus, by the way. Well, let's not. Is Santa Claus a Christian symbol? I think at this point he's not. More of a hope and well-being kind of thing. But yeah, you should. Like little kids, what else they got to believe in? Taxes, right? They should believe in small things like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. It's a nice little thing to them, right? You as an adult shouldn't believe that shit. So when I'm sitting here having a political conversation with adults and they give me, yeah, but I wanna, and they give it to me with aggression and arrogance, you can't talk to people like this. So there are some changes coming in well, it is the new year. There are some changes coming. One, I, I'm not. Why am I telling you this? Because I share, and that's my problem. I share too much. All right, so let's head it. I haven't decided to quit drinking. I haven't decided to quit drinking. I'm in a down drinking phase. Although I think about quitting drinking all the time, but now I'm in a down drinking phase. I think I had a beer 2 days ago. Uh, I've got beer in the fridge. My drink of choice is whiskey. Everybody who watches this pod knows this. My drink of choice is whiskey. And somewhere about 10 days ago, or 2 weeks ago, uh, I just kind of stopped wanting to drink, and I had I had a bottle more than half full. I was like, oh, and it was sitting there staring at me, and I was like, and then I looked a little again, and it was still there, and it was still there. And I was like, all right, let's knock this out. Not like let's finish off the bottle. I said, let's knock this out. Like the topic of it. Do we want to quit drinking? Are we going to quit drinking? Why am I got so much agita about drinking? It's not like somebody's telling me to stop, or if someone's telling me I have a problem, or if I'm gonna lose my house because I'm a drinker, right? None of these things. So I'm just kind of like, ugh. And it's one of those things that happens to me. I said this before in another podcast. Sometimes you just kind of get to the point where you're done with shit. And that has happened to me twice before in my life. Not very many times, but twice before in my life. Um, One was with smoking, and I quit smoking like a year later. Uh, well, like within the year, um, and haven't gone back, and it's been a long time. Uh, So if you're gonna quit smoking, quit smoking. Stop. I was hemming and hawing too. But here's the thing about this thing. All of a sudden, I was like, "Do I want to have a? I don't really want to have a drink." And then I just went around without having a drink because normally I'll drink a couple of times a week. If I'm streaming, I'll stream it. I'll drink with a stream every day. Um, and then I was just kind of like, one stream, I was just kind of like, I don't want to have a fucking drink. Because I had come in here and I was already set to go. And then I was like, oh, I got to get a drink. I need something to drink. And I was like, I don't really want to have a drink. Um, Normally I have ice water and a couple of room temperature waters. And yeah, so I polished it off. I always like to have whiskey in the house, just in case it gets cold or it begins to snow and I don't have to go out. And I was like, all right, here's the thing, because since I always like to have it in the house, one can be in the house and I won't buy one for like a while. And I'll just nurse that, right? I'll not really nurse it, but I'll just like have that half bottle or whatever. Always in my mind, oh, I got to go get more just because, right? Just so associated hanging out and chilling with drinking since I was a young man, right? Me and Todd and Ted and you know all these other dudes that we hung out with back then. We were bored. We'd sit down, get a 40, right? Here's another thing about that. I was like, all right, maybe I should get something. Go get it like some beer or whatever. Because I had one, and I was like, man, I don't want a lot of beer in the house. Maybe I'll go get a 40 ounce, old school style. Go to the store to get a 40 ounce. I was like, oh, I'll do a proper redress of it on like get a video camera, set it up. How to do a 40 ounce? I got to the store. I was like, I don't want a 40 ounce. I was like, what am I gonna do with a 40 ounce? I don't want 40 ounces of alcohol. Even though I want to do the thing, I could make it a web, like, vid and do that. And I'm like, yeah. So instead, I was like, let's just get like the regular old things that I normally get because they would sit in my fridge forever. Beer sits in my fridge forever. And usually, my nephew comes through and has one. And that's generally how they go. You want a beer? Yeah, I'll give him a beer. I'll get a beer. Or I'll give him beer and I'll have a whiskey. Or I'll give him a beer and I'll have a coffee or soda, whatever. And then he would drink of the 12-ounce can or whatever it is, 6-ounce can. He would drink about 5 to 6 ounces because he's not really a drinker. But he always wants like a beer around. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get these beers. I'm just going to sit here. And if I want to drink, I'll have a beer. I won't have a whiskey. Um, So I got these beers yesterday, and I had one yesterday. And almost as soon as I had one, let me move this over. And almost as soon as I had one, I was not feeling myself. I was like, So I think I've hit this point where I'm like, I want to do something else with my time. And that was really prevalent with my politics life, right? Fairly hippie, burning incense and all this. All of a sudden, I was like, I don't want to burn any incense anymore. Uh, Smoking J, like I don't mind marijuana, smoke weed. And the ritual of it, all my life was the ritual of it. Get the paper, roll the thing, smoke with your boys, puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass. In Corona, you can't puff, puff, pass that. Everybody gets their own J. So you roll your J, you smoke it. For me, a J is about that big. First session is about that much. A second session. So a J will last me like 2 or 3 days, right? And I was like, ugh, I don't want to fuck with J's and joints and smoke shops and all this stuff. I'd rather grow it. I can actually grow it. I might do that because I might just. Can you grow weed and give it away? I just want a plant or two, right? I want to cook more. I want to do all these things more. I don't want to sit back and chill on stream and drink anymore. So I want to say my drinking is slowed. It's at a point now where I'm just kind of like, man, I've been doing this since I was 16, behind my parents' back, trying to be a cool young man. I was doing it with my boys, right? 19, 20, 21. I got legal, then I was doing it for all the world to see, shamelessly, right? Learned all the rules. Don't drink a lot. Don't take home drunk girls. Don't do any of this shit, right? Drunken fights. Don't do it, right? Don't don't mix this and that and the other thing, right? Uh, Wake and bakes are fine. Drink and bakes are not. Um, yeah. Then all of a sudden you look up and you're old and you wonder how much time you threw into that kind of life, which is good life. You can't really, other people do other stuff and it served them better. But it is what it is, man. Drinking is. Drinking should run its course, like everything in your life. Things should run their course. And the things you like to do or do so regularly that you don't even question it will take longer to run their course, right? And I think I know why. I don't like the look of me, quite frankly. And I know alcohol puts on weight. It um dehydrates you so your skin looks like shit. But you're not really losing water weight because in your body reabsorbs the water weight and other things, so your cells will get the water. But once you stop dreaming, just stop dreaming, stop drinking, your body falls back into its natural sort of rhythm. So I fully expect to lose like 10 to 15 pounds of just not drinking weight. Um, I drink a lot of water, so I'm gonna go back to that. And running. I was supposed to go running this morning, but again, I got up late and it's a late start and it's raining. And I don't want to be crazy person about it anymore. I wanna do the things I say I'm gonna do, and I don't want to do them like a soldier, but I want to do them regularly enough that shit gets done, right? So I want to write some stuff, I want to draw some stuff, I want to paint some stuff. I want to do all that shit in a regular way that they get done in my regular life of like working. And I want a dog too. I've been thinking about a dog a lot. Thinking about my ex a lot. Um, Yeah, I need a. This is my shift. Something is shifting, and I know what it is, but it's shifting. So it is my Sunday revelation to you on this Sunday session, where we, you and I, and all who are listening, maybe nobody, maybe everybody, get in the chat and let me know. Yeah, we're likely going to be streaming primarily on Twitch starting tomorrow. This restream is a good restreamer. Uh, Semi good restreamer. Um, it's Goofy Goofy. Hey, you guys want to play a video game? Let's play God. So I also have my fucking internet is. I've got a full hard drive. I got to figure out. I've got a second hard drive that has 6 terabytes of storage space, and I have my hard drive, which is a common hard drive, which is full. So now I have to scoop and dump and scoop and dump and scoop and dump and scoop and dump, and that's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna get my homie Nelson to help me out with it. Ooh, Forza 4 is $20. We should buy that. Crusader Kings. I'll have Crusader Kings. Skyrim. I think I have Skyrim. I heard the Avengers suck. The Civilization 4 looks good. GTFO, get the fuck out. Yeah, I'm not playing that. Ooh, Titanfall. I heard that was good. How much is that? $4.79. See, this is me and my game buying. I'm gonna put this up on screen since the restreamer now allows you to restream in this very weird way. Not restream to share images in this very odd position. Do 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 do. Do. So Titanfall. Can you see this? Oh no. All right. So somehow you guys can't see my cursor. Okay. All right. Fine. Uh, Titanfall is $4.79. It was 29. My modus operandi with buying video games when I have a ton. This is 59, and I'll buy this $20. Right, $60 game you get for $20. I'll buy that. Um, but I don't really buy the new games straight out of the box, right? Because they're $60, and then you come in on the sale and you buy them for like a song. 59, 14.99 for Borderlands 3. Me and my boy played so much Borderlands as to be ridiculous. I super highly recommend that game. Um, Counter Strike, I played to death. I played forever, and I bought it. Now it's free. You can go in and play Counter Strike, and you guys want to see the bomb has been planted. We used to say that all the time. us gamers in New York, this small section of cats who played it. That feels good. That feels good. All right, all of us cats who played it. But 9/11, you can't walk around going bomb has been planted, and we would say it. Um, I wonder if I can even get a rip for this on YouTube playing their video. So this game is essentially about Counter Strike Global Offensive, CS:GO expand up to the team base. Very positive. August 1st, 2012. This game has been out for 10 years, right? In August of this year, 2022, it will be 10 years. This game, we're losing pixel space on it. Is awesome. You either get to play as the good guys or the bad guys. The bad guys has to plant a bomb. Five bad guys have to plant this bomb, and you win if the bomb goes off. The bad guys. The good guys are counterinsurgents. These guys, the good guys, has to. He's a bad guy with a bomb. Has to stop the cops from stopping them from planning. Obviously, so they do that by killing the police. Uh, the bad guys have to fend off the police and plant that bomb. uh, you may kill off all the people, but if the bomb goes off, you still lose. So what you have to do is after you kill everybody, you have to go down there and and undo the bomb. Bomb has been planted, and it gives you a notice when the bomb has been planted. And then you get like I want to say you get like a minute before the bomb goes off. See, so all the bad guys are dead. Well, you think all the bad guys are dead. Not over till that guy's dead or that bomb goes off. So if you defuse the bomb. Wow, this image is horrible. If you defuse the bomb, you win. So there's one. This is a really good cinematic. So now this is. Let me freeze this here. This is where it gets bad because, like I said, 5 on 5. So now you got to turn your back and stop shooting people to de to de-arm to disarm de-arm to disarm the bomb. But there's someone around you, like that guy. So good, such a good game. 10 years old. They play tournaments of it.
I'd suggest that at least one player should have grenades. It's going to help allow you to have more versatile strats.
Costs $200. Makes loud noise and bring for the grenade, flashbang, grenade, high explosive. Costs $300. High explosive device. Pull the pin, release the spoon, and throw. There you go. Molotov cocktails, decoy grenades that can be used to simulate weapons discharge. Uh, Grenade, smoke grenade. Yeah.
A good grenade to have is you have options, and the rest of your team can have armor, and that's going to keep you alive for longer.
Her setup is really tiny. My setup is
We're
ginormous.
going to do a few things different.
Yeah, you gotta load up.
The terrorist
All
side.
right, hold on. This is terrorist shit, man. I love this game back in the day.
Isn't going to kill you in one shot.
Yeah, it's like handguns. You need like 5 rounds.
It's more important to extra time to rotate.
Who else we got?
And I usually do not push out until emo is in front of me. And when you have the bomb, a big thing that you want to be cautious of is not running out by yourself.
And there's a map in the top corner so you
Then
can.
your team is more than likely going to lose the round.
Yeah, this is the thing when you play this game. So somebody who's not a team player will get the bomb and run off to kill people. You're supposed to be planting the bomb. So yeah, you can kill all the bad guys and not plant the bomb and still win. But they're more likely than not blow your brains out, and then you have you us the remaining members of the team have to find a bomb.
So after they put
Right? So we have to find out where you are, where the bomb is, which I think there's a thing on the map that tells you where the bomb has been dropped. Now you got to get to the bomb, fight off these guys, versus just going from the spawn to the site. And there are two sites, so they may all move on A or they may move on B. So what normally happens is you split your forces. Two guys go here, three guys go there. Whoever gets first contact with the enemy, uh, goes terrorists are at site B, and then everybody converges on site B. This is a great game. Like I said, it's like five guys against five guys. I think generally. And after this, I think I want to say like 4 years after this came multiplayer, where it was 60 people in a room, guns or airplanes or tanks or whatever.
middle, they flash into B. We flash into B. We make our way into the bomb site. The main spot
I
for
cannot tell you how
bombs
many
would be
times I got sniped out by someone in that door.
right under the B side.
So there's a in that whole place there's a small area where you can plant. Well, not a small area, but there's a smaller area where you can plant this bomb. Um, and it takes a little looking. So it's not across the whole map. It's in Sector B, but now you got to look around Sector B to find out where it is and go. Oh, got the bomb. Then you got to put everything away, pull out the clippers, and it takes undoing the bomb takes about, like I said, 40 seconds. But it's you. 40 seconds is a world of time in game world, right? So you got your back to to all these guys running around with AKs and grenades and looking to do you in like this is Fallujah. Man, that game is awesome. I used to start at 10 and play until about 2 in the morning. My homie, Smooth Panic, would play with me about 10, but then like we'd be playing about like 7. We'd play all this stuff. By about 10, we'd play like Counter Strike. And then he would have to go because, family man. And so and we can like he played at like 12:31, and then his wife would go, "Oh, honey, let's go to bed." And he'd go, "All right, man, I'll talk to you later," because family. And I'll be sitting up there, the lone, sad bachelor, with a giant thing of not giant mix, but like whiskey or whatever I'm drinking in a pop cap thermos. Cause you never have an open glass on your computer setup unless you're a rich guy. I can't replace this shit like this. If it all went down, it'd probably take me a couple of months of buying. Um, so then I would get drunk and I would smoke out in New York, all right, and play the fuck out of this game.
Below window, to the right of window, I should say. And I would not ever plant
Look at
until I
this.
know
Let's stop
there's
this.
double doors or window.
This is the problem. It's why you can't play video. I mean, the other game is a low pro game. This game is 10 years old, and you're getting, you know,
Window is fully covered because I don't want to be in the middle of a bomb plant and somebody run in on me because there's a delay and it takes way too much time to pull out your gun and more than likely
he's looking at one door. There's
that
two doors to
person
his left,
will
though.
run in, shoot you, and fall back. But if your team is getting pressured from left, crouch behind this box and watch the push in the window. And then on the right, so
Man,
we're
there's
gonna do an A split here, doors,
look
or
at this.
running in through.
See, so this is a good layout. Look at how like so yeah, you could plan it the bomb. You can't see my cursor, of course. You can plant the bomb like right on that X, around that X, near the barrels in the foreground, but you can't put it across this roadway by the arch or by that little blue car, right? It's too far away. Um, but man, you can get sniped out from a
It's a
thousand, well, not a thousand locations.
very easy kill, or people trying to get a pick through window.
Yeah, but as he's watching those doors, you can come around the other side and knock him out. So whatever room people are camping you at, you can circumvent that by camping them from another angle. versus the old games of gaming where there was a camping spot, no one knew where you were, no one could get to you, and you would just sit there and rack up kills. And people, excuse me, people go, fuck this game, and then stop playing your game. And then developer was like, oh, people don't like, it's not cheating, but people want to have a good time in the game. Nobody wants to perpetually be sniped out. I guess people are going to go play some other game. So they sort of, a lot of games sort of nerfed it, we'll call it.
Split here. Do it. Player usually
I've never
early
knifed anybody.
to
Look at
come
this
up
guy. He's
middle.
got his back.
And what we do is when I have the bomb, I smoke middle. I smoke the double doors off the start, and then I walk over while he walks up cat. So I'm flashing for him to run up cat, and he's flashing for me not to get pushed. After I flash for him, he pushes up. He gets a kill. He gets a kill. If he does not get a kill, I will be right behind him to pick up those people at longs.
And that's the thing. The first man will draw the fire. We all know this from war movies, right? The first person will draw the fire. The second person can then take a bead on the person shooting at your primary teammate. Primary is the guy in front. So whoever's your point in the military parlance terminology. So whoever's your point man will draw the fire, and you two, I don't know what the second dudes are called, will give him cover by laying down a bucket load of lead on the bad guy. So yeah, look at this catwalk there. Look at how many places you can be shot from. You can't see it because of the screen. You see the little green writing on. There's like 5 places you can be shot from. Um, in this one little friggin' area, it's crazy.
Top of the platform. There's people
I
running
love him
around
telling
me,
you this
all
shit
lit.
because this shit is
And the
20
most
years old.
common plant spot would be
He's a
trying to outsound your
yeah,
field
he's a
clock.
player.
So if you're
Oh
ever
wait, what is his stats? I want to see his stats.
uh,
Glow pro tips. Here we go.
my name's Corey Senfis Friesen.
Area 51. Nice. Look, here's the, if you're going to get in the game, you got to have a ballin' ass name. My name is Karma Arma. You pick your name, you pick it. Mine is a play on my last name and my nature, right? I'm big on doing the right thing and being righteous with your friends and being loyal, right? So I believe in karma. And Armor, my last name is Armor, and I just kind of play fun with that. But, some of the new people came up have started these things with names like, excuse my language, but like Pussy Eater 412 and all this fucking. Now, I mean, you're bound to your name. Now, 10 years later, I'm sure they're not the same names that they had. They had to change them because they were just ridiculous. Some racist stuff in some of these Blizzard chats, right? Uh, age 23, good lord. I stopped playing this when he was about, if he's 23, and this is probably old, but he's probably not 23 anymore. Um, I was murdering this game where he was probably learning his blocks. All right, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. We're gonna be on Twitch tomorrow, likely playing this, or might be later today. We're sort of slowly trying to get our stream legs up for the 2020s. I want to be like those good streamers who know all the things and do all the stuff, and I want to be good enough to run charity streams and give money to like I only believe in 4 charities, right? The Make a Wish Foundation, um, well, not so much the NAACP anymore. Um, I used to believe in the Red Cross until they were holding money on this. Remember that everybody gave them all this money during the tsunami in 2012. I want to say 20, not 2012, 2018, 2019, and they held on to the money. Oh, we don't know where to give it. You've been in helping people business. Now all of a sudden you got an influx of $500 million, and now you're not helping anybody because it's like, ooh, we can give ourselves raises, or we can get a new fleet of cars for what? Shame on you, Red Cross. I see you, you fucking people. Um, how? I'm about to say how old is the Red
I
Cross?
didn't get that. Could you?
How old is the Red Cross?
Rick Ross is 45 years
Not
old.
Rick Ross. How old is the Red Cross?
The answer I found is 150.
159 years old. And then you get an influx of cash, and there weren't other natural disasters where good-hearted people felt the need to give you money. I mean, you did this, and now in this modern era where you can just kind of at pass or whatever money without going to a bank or writing a check and getting a stamp and getting an envelope. You can just go, oh my God, I feel that, $50. Greedy. All right. And that's why I don't support them. AK years playing, 7.5 years playing. All right. Past team, full gaming, back to back, maximum effort. He's been in 3 gaming teams. All right.
dual pack, and we just kind of take over areas by ourselves. So like our someone like really far, like mid range. The fourth one is always going like really high. You'll see like 1, 2, 3 when you spray, and the fourth one's going to be considerably higher. So as long as you keep tapping on far range, you should, as long as your aim is on your time, you want to.
My name is Slavic Johansson. My in-game alias is Fifth Lauren, and I currently play for
Slavic Johansson, 24. Good Lord. I can't mess with these people. All right. Let's get out of here. We're not going to look at that. We're going to slide in. Can we even slide in to Worldbox? Look at this resolution. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. This restreamer is just not awesome anymore. All right. I am not gonna play this game. The War for Europe. Here's the thing about what you can do with this game. Let's click on this. This is Europe. Someone fucking made Europe. Right? Someone made Europe. England, right? Head of Africa. Portugal, France. Did I say England? I mean Italy, excuse me. Portugal, France. This is England. The Oh boy. I feel like I'm stuck between a cold. I know it's not a cold. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure you guys did not want to hear me snooting in my cooter and blowing my his horn. All right. Someone sent me a message where somebody was on this restreamer streaming, picking your nose. Look, listen. It's never cool to pick your nose, people. I mean, it's your nose. You can pick it. Do it in your solo hours by yourself, or when you're alone. I mean, it's not a big thing. People have to. I get it. But on stream, what do you? I mean, there's an etiquette to shit that people don't care, right? And you tell people this is kind of the man. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Don't tell me, but okay, fine. You just can keep being an outlier, and especially in the black community, everybody wants to be a fucking outlier. Yeah, everybody's a soldier, everybody's a man, but we still get treated like this. Who are you a soldier for? Who are you kidding, idiot? Uh, yeah. So the whole environment of what people believe themselves to be is a little goofy. December 22nd, Worldbox God Simulator for the first time. We could watch some Worldbox. What is a debug menu and what is it eaten with? The thing about this, you have to really do, you have to, like this castle, you have to, oh, look at this castle, 2 pixel. You have to go, come on, guys, you have to go really in to look at this. Now, me showing you this, the pixels are bad. This, man, I'm not even trying anymore. I'm just openly just hostile toward the whole idea of it. Um, yeah, I'm giving you content, but you're not helping me out, Haps. Everybody's a gamer. Oh, this is on YouTube. This is Russian. Of course, it's Russian. Listen to that bullshit music. The Russians and their music choices are fucking stuck in 1986. I was telling you about. I was watching this girl who's a drummer, and she's got to be 20. All her drumming shit It's from like the '60s. It's Sticks and the Stones and not the Progs. But I'm like, what do you listen to as a musician? You don't listen to what your father listens to. And I would say that's music too old for her father. I would say that. That music is too old for her dad. Because her dad looked to me to be in his 40s, and I'm older than her dad. And when that music was out and running and popular, I think I was 10. So, yeah. So, yeah, look at this. This is a shot of a guy making the world. So it looked like that right there is England, right? England. To the left is Scotland, and top is I always gonna mix up. The top is Ireland, and the left is Scotland, or the left is Scotland. And so yeah, excuse me. You can make up this fantastic wonderfulness and go absolutely Cougar low. Look at this. So hold on. Let's go back on his. All right, let's go. I don't read Russian obviously, so I'm assuming he populated this with people. Yeah, all right, we didn't see it. 41. I guess this is London. This is Bottom Tribe. Let's close this. Yeah, this guy is Russian. So you can go in here. You can set up the world that you know, your neighborhood if you want to, your globe, whatever, and then you populate the places with, you know, humans or orcs or whatever. Your God. The only reason that there are no orcs right now running around next to you on the school bus going to wherever is because God, in his her infinite wisdom, decided not to have orcs on this planet that God has. Maybe the Earth right next to it that he has is full of orcs or trolls or whatever. Yeah. That's the fun of gaming. Um, I'm not liking and subscribing. Anyway, what is he doing? I want to see if he destroys England. 35, 41. Um, yeah, there's something. All those little white dots you can see. There's something going on here. His year is 600 years, 11 months. 606 years, 11 months. Yeah, no, he doesn't kill the village. He just lets it go. All right. All right. It's fun to play. I would highly recommend playing it. Let's let's what is in well, do we want to check we can play chess. Do we want to play chess? Not a lot of chess time, 4 hours. We are not gonna play chess. I have to do something about my hard drive situation. Or these games I need to play. I have to do something about my hard drive situation. Because all my games are trying to update, and I don't want them updating. Destiny 2, properties, updates. How do I always keep this game? Only update this game when I launch it. All right, that works that way. Um, yeah, I gotta. There's a fair amount of updating I need to do. Race room. Do I want to keep that universe sandbox? Do I want to keep that updated? So yeah, so we can play the same thing in the universe sandbox, right? The universe sandbox is essentially another god game. Um, I didn't even update it. I don't think I have any. No, I have no playtime in this game. Ah, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will hop into this game. Where are the digitals? There aren't very many. Okay, here you go. Universe Sandbox 2, VY Candace majority on collision course with our solar system. That's not good. All right, let's see what he's got. Um, get your coffee up, my fellow Look at this thing. I know the Hatch people routinely come and check out my stream because I'm loud mouthed and I'm Brooklyn about it. Is this thing? Let's put some. This is a 10-minute slide into the to our solar system with this creepy ass music. All right, we're gonna. I don't see. This is on Steam, but something tells me if I play it on Steam, I can still get a strike. This is not Steam. This is on YouTube. 380 likes, no downvotes, one turn, and one comment. Let's speed this up a little bit. Let's move that. Yeah, that's not good. It's running into our solar system. That's not good. So there's this show on. I always wondered what happens if a planet, right, not as big as the moon. If it's something as big as the moon hit the sun, I don't think we have a lot of issues. If something as big as Earth hit the sun, I don't think we have a lot of issues. But if something really big, like that, you remember those Schumacher Levy 9 comets that hit Jupiter a couple of years ago? There were like 15 of them, and they were like, if that thing hit us, we all dead. And those comets were fucking ginormous, right? Some were as big as like fucking the um the continent of like America and Australia, big ones, right? Uh, but luckily, if you know anything about science, Jupiter gravitational pull gobbles up all this stuff. They think that's why there's actual life here. And these here United States of America and those there's English citizenries of the Queen, and over there in fodder for North Korea. Did you hear yesterday that a North Korean soldier, uh, not North Korean, a South Korean soldier defected to the North? Something tells me he's going to regret that. The last time I remember anybody deflecting to North Korea was an American soldier in the 50s. They gave him a Korean wife, and he had two kids who are still their propagandists. Um, and then I want to say he came back, but his family's there in like the 90s or whatever. And when he got back, he was like the worst mistake. He made it as like an 18-year-old stupid kid, and we can look that up. Oh boy, look at this. This thing is gonna hit the sun. Look at that sun graphic. These sun graphics are freaking ridiculous. Does it go gulp? I guess that's it. I guess that's it. There should have been a little more after that. All right. Yeah, man. These world building games where you can. Ugh, that's not good. Look at this. Yeah. See this right here. Uh oh. How come this is not bigger? Hold on. How come this is not bigger? What is going on with this? Scroll down for comments. No comments. Yeah, look at that. That's not good for anybody. All right. Yeah, I no wonder I didn't play that. I think I might have freaked myself out about it. Waka Waka, Pac Man. Oh look, a Quasar. Nice. Some of these games offer people with large brains, and that is awesome, right? They don't have to play tiddlywinks or chess, right? They can get in a sandbox and really just muck it up. Do I have this listed in my God category? Recent God Simulator, Universe Simulator. Then there's also Skylines, which I haven't played yet either. I told you got a ton of games that I haven't played. Um, Want to build a city? We can build a city. There's a whole world of stuff that we could have, should have, could have been doing. Let's close this. Let's minor pentatonic scale. We all know it. Do we know it? Yeah, we know it. Let's go. Minor pentatonic, first position. That's not right. That's my scales. What is my pentatonic? Oh, here it is. Super light. So I told you the thing about this pick. I had to find it. So this pick, give me a bouncy C. This pick, super light, super flimsy. I was trying to play light yesterday. This pick, heavier. And my fingers are so. I really, 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 really need to take a vacuum to this carpet. Excuse me. So see where I'm at right here. Do you see this? This is a habit I have to get out of. You see that? See how high up my fingers are? They should be just like a quarter back, right? Um, this is where I should be. Fourth string G, right? Actually, I should be this. But when I throw it up there from my C, which is here, because my C's way back, it should be further up, but my fingers are not cooperating. So when I go, even then, I'm right on the nodule when I should be half. That little bit of backspace, oh, my eyes are being in the water, throws me off like no one's business. Excuse me. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. All right, so it is Sunday. It is the Sunday session. We are looking at video games, and now we're playing guitar because we are fucking all over the place. Hear that? That shift is bad. Better when I'm slow. Is this finger, which is low. It's slow, and it's not always right. And then it's this finger, which gets a bad cue from this finger. You know what I'm gonna do today? I'm just gonna work on my. What is that? What was that thing we were working on yesterday? It's G. Yeah, that's wrong. Whatever. All right. Trying to put this someplace where it doesn't fall down on me. Hooey. So, being a bit eclectic and redunculunkinous is what I do's and what I does best, ladies and gentlemen. I would really like to be like all of you guys, fully together and organized and on point. But no, I'm just sort of chilly McChill face, Coolie Mac coolin'. So we're not going to play this. We could hop into GTA. We could hop into a racing game. Here's the problem with the racing game. I said this before. I want to race. I want to race with my boy to show him that I'm the man and I can kick his ass in racing. But then my arms get tired and before you know it, because this is why you have these kits that sit on your desk like a steering wheel. You can just hold it. This is why you don't have to hold up your steering wheel in your car because you feel it all through here. You know what I want you to do? I want you to take what is light, not even heavy. I want you to take this is a practice pad. This is not heavy, right? If you took this pad and I said just hold it out in front of yourself and just do this for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not a lot of time. Something tells me, and I'm talking about after 3 minutes, because if you hold a gun like this for 3 minutes, your arm begins to go. Um, because it's leverage, right? It's something that the far end of the fulcrum weighs more to the base end of the fulcrum. Is that the right word I'm losing? Using losing. God simulators, Untitled Goose Game. All right. Ooh, did I have BattleTech? Did I buy BattleTech? Why would I buy BattleTech? I got 9 hours in this game. I've got 9 hours in this game. When was the last time I played this game? April 28th, 2018. Wow, I've got a lot of accolades in this game. I don't even remember playing it. I think this might have been why I was like, I don't want to get Titanfall. There's games that I don't really like. Like so, I'll play it. My homie got me into some of these games, and I was like, all right, you'll play it. I'll buy it. BattleTech, and there are these BattleTech games where there's a guy in a robot, and he marches across the landscape, and it's essentially it's like a tank game with walking feet. And I didn't dig it. If I'm going to be in something, shooting out something, I wanted to be a plane or an actual tank. So I wasn't 2107. I wasn't crazy about this is only 80 years away, 2107. Uh, yeah, it's like 14 years from 100. So it's 87 years away. All right, let's see what we got. Here's a and another great thing that I love about video games is the lore. Why am I fighting this game? Why are we on this planet? Why are we smashing Zerg or what? Oh, well, because you are the son of so and so, and you did here, and you have to, it's just, mwah. I've played games where you start and they're just kind of like, okay, here's your gun, go out there and kill them. You're like, why am I, what, why am I, you know what? It's like, there was a game, there's a game called, um, what's the name where you hunt animals? Monster Hunter. And when that game first came out, I thought it was just me, but a lot of people were like, I feel bad about this game. I feel like I'm going into the habitat and kill it's right because the monsters in the game weren't going around eating people or doing. They were just monsters in the diaspora, right in the environment, in the flora and fauna, and you just sneak up to them and blow their brains out. They might as well have been, endangered elephants or rhinos or some shit. And a lot of gamers were like, nah, it's a good game. I don't really know why I'm killing these animals, right? At least in Aliens, oh, got to save the colony, got to do. And so I think it really hit their sales. And then they sort of, the 2.0 of it was to give a bit of a story about, oh, no, 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 this is why you're hunting them, right? But by then it was too late. Let's see if we can look that up. Do we want to look at more of this skirmish shit? This this looks pretty good. I paid 9 hours of this. Huh. I might hop back into this today. Um. Okay, let's close. Do we want to close this? Stop doing that. All right. What we want to do is go over here and get a yet yet yada 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 cha cha cha.
For the love of all the gods, this is what I get before insisting on a rush job. Now that I had, not that I had much choice, the Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were
All
trying to
right,
grab
so
every single royal
what's the other thing I
blessing
was looking
in
for? Here it
two
is.
weeks of carnage.
What am I going to look
What
up?
I call a red flag. But all right, there
We
isn't
were
much
gonna.
more
Oh,
we
my
can
nose
do
is
to
beginning to
fix your
drip.
face, so we're gonna
We
have
were
to
going
make
to
do
look up
without him.
Mas. Okay, you know what? Where is this guy? Where is he? This is what happens when you lose who's
Somebody else
talking.
is. Wait, I
Here it
don't.
is. All right. Let's go back to my account. What's good to buy? Claim your free mystery sticker. Ghost Recon is it's 9.99. Also, this tells me when it drops this Friday that it wasn't a good fun game, right? It didn't have a lot of staying power. This game, $40, 15.99. This game came out this year. The Avengers, Marvel's Avengers game, which excuse me, I knew was going to be trash. Death Door, The Ascent. And there's a lot. Like I have all the Hitman games because I am not stupid. That game is awesome. Um, and you can play City and Settlement. Oh wait, am I not showing this to you? Did I cut this off? Ooh, I guess I did. I cut it off and didn't even know it. All right, all right, fine. It's cut off. It's cut off. We'll cross that sandwich when we get to it later. We're gonna look up Monster Hunter and see if I remember Monster Hunter players concerns. You care more about fake animals. Top 10 problems, Monster Hunter World. Yeah, all right. This video is 26 minutes long. Do y'all want to go to Reddit? I like to go to Reddit. I'm not a member of Reddit, but like I don't think I could fuck with Reddit. 5 reasons why Monster Hunter World may not be right for you. Let's get into it. Forbes. Tis the season. Shut up. Monster Hunter World is a very good game, but it's not for everybody. Monster Hunter World came out last Friday and it's shaping up to be a pretty big success for Capcom. The Dino Monster Hunting game was the first time a game in the series had released simultaneously across the globe. Prior to this, the franchise was largely a Japanese phenomenon with limited traction in the West. Oh, it's a Japanese game. That explains it. I hate to say it, but the Japanese don't really care about pets or animals or life or lifestyle. It's not their society. It's not what they do. They think it's weird that we did that. It's become more of a thing in the last 25, 50 years, mind you. But having like dogs and cats, I mean, I hate to say it, but not just the Japanese, the Asian community. I mean, they're not all thrown fairly far from the cloth of the Asian. How can I phrase this? The cloth of the Asian way to raise people, right? Because mind you, they're all fairly close. They're not like we black people, right? We are very far away from Africa here in this country, right? But the Africans on the African continent are similar to each other. They have their own issues and fight it out, but they're more similar to each other than I am to those people, or the Africans in Haiti or Dominican Republic, not Dominican Republic, or any of these places, because black in America are more American than anything nowadays. I would say we're more American than all these other Americans just because we don't fly foreign flags, right? We don't seek to send money to foreign countries. We don't do any of this. We don't set up a little, um, I'm about to say Korea, Yugoslavia, which have their places, little Korea and little Yugoslavia here in America. But there are no what's the word I'm looking for? Little Egypt, little you know, trying to come up with like African society names, and now I'm lost. Little South Africa, none of that, none of that. Um, it's very interesting how we black folk get down in this society. But I said it before, it's over. It's very grindy and crafty. The combat is too clunky and floaty. It's heavily weighted toward co-op play. It's not much for story. There's not much gameplay beyond this. I do like many things about the game. Further reading. Eric Kane was written widely and read and respected. Oh, really? Eric Kane writes a widely read and respected blog about video games. Widely read is a stat thing, okay? Um, Respected is opinion. Entertainment and culture at Forbes. He works for Forbes magazine. So he writes happy shit for the Forbes friends who are trying to sell you video games. Because on my perusing of this, the thing that I heard that people had concerns with were, I kind of feel bad about walking in and killing this mother animal with her cubs. I mean, they're just sitting there in a nest, and I have to go kill them and bring back a horn. I'm a hunter, right? You might as well play that hunting game where you go hunt deer. The deer didn't do anything to you either. So yeah, so the way he writes this, and this is just me at a glance perusing it deeply, not deeply, but perusing it lightly. He didn't mention that people feel bad about killing the animals. Um, People feel. All right. Do you feel bad about killing the monsters, monster hunters? All right, here you go. I know that the monster hunters aren't real, of course. I know that they can't really suffer. And there's nothing morally wrong with playing these games. But when I set out on a hunt, find a monster minding its own business and start trying to smash its face and cut off its tail and chase it and tries to and it cut off its tail and chase it and it tries to limp away to safety, I feel guilty. Again, I know it's not actually morally wrong. It's just a computer code. But the way the monsters limp and gasp and cry, remember waver in tears? Some of the animals cry and try to run away, make me feel bad, even though it's a did dragon or whatever. I feel like I'm hunting an animal that would rather just be left alone. Who else feels this way? Yeah, yeah. I keep telling you, just look. No one listens to me. I'm a stupid black guy in America, but some of these people living here have nothing to do with our culture, right? They don't want to learn our culture. They're just here. Um, in the business world, that's the same thing. Oh, this is a popular game in China. I just sell it to you in Europe and America and wherever the fuck. But these things are popular and became a thing because they speak to something about the people in that environment where they first came to. Like America, we make a lot of war games. War games. You know who makes a lot of puzzle games? I want to say China. I don't think it's China. I think it might be Japan and Germany. Germany doesn't make a lot of war games. So, if you know people and know the nature of people, there are nothing coming out of Africa, nothing coming out of us places with us black folks, because we're so thoroughly shunted. Um, let's see what other people say. Sometimes I feel that I've some. Well, let's put this up so you can read some of these. I don't know if you can read them because because this thing is just so funky and messy. Let's read the first one over. I know that monsters aren't real. Do we even really need to read this whole thing over again? I know that monsters aren't real. Of course, I know that. Sorry, let's get our pauses in the right places. I know that monsters aren't real. Of course, I know that they can't really suffer. And there's nothing morally wrong with playing these games. But when I set out for a hunt, find a monster, mind its own business, and start trying to smash its face and then cut off its tail and chase it, and it tries to limp away to safety, I feel guilty. Again, I know it's not actually morally wrong. It's all just computer code. But the way the monsters limp and gasp and cry, remember wyvern tears and try to run away and make me feel uh limp. That's a weird place for that. When the monsters limp and gasp and cry, remember wavering tears. That should be and try to run away and make me feel bad. Even though it's a did dragon or whatever, I feel like I'm hurting an animal that would rather just be left alone. Who else feels this way? Angela 12357 says, sometimes I feel like that too. It's natural to feel that way because they designed to act like real animals who thusly act like they really been hurt. However, then Mitsunu does the 720 beam and my rage furnace starts back up. Okay, I don't even know what that means 'cause I haven't played it. In the world, there's in world, Monster Hunter World, in world, they're mocap people. So I guess that's limping really tugs at the heartstrings because it's literally very human. Oh, so they put a guy in a costume and make him limp, and then they draw a dragon over him. So some of these things he's saying sort of may have like some, at least in my mind, right? Some sort of sense of it being connected to humans, right? This motion capture, and he thinks that that might be a little thing to kind of like mess with you. Massa enraged me from far more honesty. Custodians are the worst. Though watching them get cut in half because they got in the way of glamorous is pretty satisfying. Yeah, this guy doesn't. Yeah, all right. It don't sound like he's got a problem with it. Giant egg. Okay. I hope that some Brit gets a good ton of post-story content. Players are going to back to the world. They call it the back to the world and generation because there's nothing else to do in Rise Circle of Life. Yeah, I can't really even. Can't even. Uh yeah, it's a harrowing thing for the kid. It is 9:43. We have been streaming. I want to say for about an hour. Um, yeah, I want to say for about an hour. So this Sunday morning session has been about video gaming and trying to be interesting in the world. Let's cut this off and be interesting in the world, man. You can, because no one else is going to if you don't. So you have to believe you can. I want to thank everybody uh, for coming through if you came through. How can I cut this or stop presenting? Thank you. I want to thank everybody for coming through uh, and watching us take this cool ass journey to Streamerland, Streamerville, Streamer World with our good common sense, right? Because we are good people. We are common sense people. We are obviously people who need a shave and a haircut. Uh, 2 bits. Maybe I should try some of that. What is it? I'm about to call it ASMR. ASMR? ASMR? ASMR. Yeah, right. Is it pronounced ASMR? No, probably not right. I should probably look that up. You ever read a word that you read all the time but you never actually pronounce? SMR. Okay. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Meridian response? What is this supposed to be? Is ASMR meant to turn you on? ASMR sex is now actually a thing. Finding, but what? Okay, they're talking about triggers. Here's the thing about that. Is it a trigger? Yeah, I'm sure it's a trigger for some people. That's the way triggers work. Ooh, you know what makes me hot? Uh, Snowy days or whatever, right? That's somebody's trigger. Ooh, let's go to a cabin. It's gonna snow this weekend. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Or a fireplace. Ooh, let's go to the cabin. We can set a fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? But that's everybody has a thing. I don't really know why this is sexual. But if you put a sexy lady doing anything, it can be sexual. And that's the thing, right? All these women, close this, all these women are trying, not all these women, but are generally selling sex with, and they don't want you to go, you're fucking selling sex, right? All these women on Twitch in bathtubs and bikinis, getting where you fit in, but at the same time, if I call you oh, she's just fucking selling pussy on the side. I don't want to hear from you. Like you have a church stream and you're administrating to children. There's a lot of that Karen shit. I don't want to be told what I'm doing by any of you. And then they will use this unfair system that cultivated for this America that I'm speaking from, cultivated for the white elites and their sons and daughters. A lot of these people will lean right in. right? Right, and especially when they get money, they'll lean in. But if they don't, they'll just lean in for cultural, racial reasons to get ahead of it, right? You see it all the time. All the like I said before, all these January 6 people, they want that unwritten thing that uh, people, white folks, put in society in this country. Oh, I did the thing, but I don't want to be held responsible. And if I am held responsible, I want a small penalty so I can go back and tell those foreigners, those blacks, those midgets, those house plants, those trees that I'm the boss and I can cut those trees down and kill those manatees and fuck it. Oh wait, what? I stormed the Capitol and I'm looking at 10 years, but I'm a good American. I go to church. I vote. My whole position is like their position was with Black Lives Matter people. Send your ass to jail, you idiot. Who didn't think that storming the Capitol was a crime against all of us, quite frankly? Oh no, but I should be forgiven. Yeah, okay, if you should be forgiven. A lot of these other people, I had a conversation yesterday with William about this cop who got out of jail after 35 years. And I was like, yeah, I think that's fine. But then I found out that the guy shot a cop in the head twice. And I was like, maybe he should have been. But for the first of it, I was like, he's 19. He does this horrible thing. Don't get it wrong. It's not like, oh, he can come back from that. He does a horrible thing. Now he's 58. He's been in jail since he's 19. Uh, Now he's about 59 or so. And they're gonna let him out. And I think, yeah, 35, 40 years is good for killing a policeman, right? It's not like you can just start life all over. It's not like those 40 years were wasted or anything, right? And to say that, oh well, he should have done more time because he fuck you, shut up. Um, you don't know how much time, and it seems more and more like people are just happy to be mean to people. You jaywalk, fuck him, throw the book. This is not North Korea. And a lot of these people wanted to be North Korea so they can feel good about themselves doing something dark to somebody else. And then when that same energy comes knocking on their door, all of a sudden they want you to raise money for them or march for them or you know what I'm saying? Just don't do it in the first place, you idiot. And that's where we are. That is exactly where we are, storming the Capitol. Meanwhile, you got a lot of corrupt politicians helping them, but this has always been the case, right? America is still a very racist place because of corrupt politicians. I'm gonna put money in my pocket. I'm gonna start wars with people in sandals. Go start a war with somebody who actually have an air force. Yeah, and then talk shit about it. And then when it all goes bad, just act like it didn't happen. America needs. I don't know how I got on this. America needs a completely new government. Yeah. 60 million black people shouldn't be listening to any of you fucksticks anymore. Um, because it's been 300 years and you're all trash. Uh, yeah, children are dying. People are being stolen and you act like your most pressing concern is Europe and what is done to people outside these borders. So no one looks at what you're doing to people inside these borders. Don't even get me started. We are 10 minutes to 10. You want to wipe this out at 10 o'clock and we can get our day started? I might need more coffee because I've been talking and this coffee is cold. Mm. Okay. I gotta I gotta charge like a whole I gotta that whole table needs to be done. By the next time you guys see me, that whole table's gonna be done and you're gonna be able to see it. Excuse me, hiccup, burp, burp, burp. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Oh Lord, really bad. I used to know this. It's been a while since I practiced it though, and I'm actually practicing it in a different one with the wrong finger. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, none of this is good. I gotta really step my game up. They get smaller, so I was in the right place. Ugh. Another thing about it is you get used to having a lot of space up here, and then by the time you get down here, you gotta, yeah, man. Whew. So I guess I'll be practicing piano today. Sucking at, look, listen, this is the magic. I am gonna suck at 3 instruments. Ha! And before you sit there and roll your eyes and go, you fucking suck at 3 instruments, I'm gonna ask you how many instruments do you suck at? So even if you're good at the guitar, the piano, whatever, I'm gonna go, I play 3 instruments and I play them badly. How you like that? so, so I'm gonna have to. I'm not really done with this. I'm gonna try and have a. Let's get through this once. I should throw a metronome on some. Not easy. I may actually be doing this all day. Cause man, and this goes here. Oh no, it doesn't. What just happened here? No, I was right. What was this? Right. Oh, and then this goes here. I skipped one. This is G, right? Come down here. This is A. Come down here. This is B. But my finger's on C. And then come down here. Is this the one? This is the one that I missed. Ah, all right, we're gonna have to start all over. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I fuck up? G, A, B. This is C. This is D. Did I fuck up D? G, A, G. What? G is my lead finger. A is also my lead finger, though. This is. Then G is also really my lead finger. All right. And then position 4 is. I am missing something here. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm in my head about something real quickly. This is G, right. This is A, lead finger, right. This also lead finger is B, although everything is done on C, right. Da 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 da. Oh, I see what I forgot. and then I come over here. Am I positioned correctly? Yes. All right. That's exactly what happened. B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, sorry, E, E, G, A, B, C, G, I'm sorry, G, A, B, C, C sharp. This is D. Oh my God, I'm a mess. It's too late. I can't right now with this. I'm trying to remember stuff that I should not have let slipped out of my head. Now I have to do this all over again and make sure that it's cemented in my cranials. So when I whip out the guitar at the next, I was trying to come up with something funny to say, but I couldn't come up with anything. At the next, quinceanera, I won't suck. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, that is about it for us. It's 10 o'clock on your Sunday. We got off to a late start. Excuse me. It was supposed to be at 8 o'clock. It was not. It was at 8:10. Um, we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I know I grew you up. I have to this weekend. I'm gonna really crunch. Well, it's Sunday. This week I'm gonna really crunch and see what I can and cannot get away with on these YouTubes. And I'm gonna somehow start running. We're gonna start this off slowly. I'm gonna start running at least 3 times a week this week. Hopefully, somewhere around March we can like mix this up to every day, because in my young man days I'd be like, I don't need to warm up. I'm just gonna go out and do it. Uh, but as I age, things go bad, and that's just the way aging works. So I think it would behoove me to make sure that I at least stretched a little bit and that kind of thing. And I used to like to do it in the morning time, then run around, and by night I would be tired, which is good. And I don't like to do it at night because if I run all day and then try and get tired at night, I don't play video games and I don't stream and I don't even really watch TV. I just sit up in front of the TV as the images wolf pop past me. So yeah, we got to figure out how to fix our shizzy. Our shizzy is not together. We need to get our shizzy together. So I guess today and tomorrow will be me getting our shizzy together. Today is Sunday the 2nd of 2022. 122022. Oh, and we got a birthday coming up tomorrow, which in my family, which is good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, picks and plectrums, guitars, acoustics and electrics, pianos and organs, men and women, earth and sky. We will see you in the next one. I got love for you. I'm sorry that I was late. We want to move this to 8 o'clock versus 7. 7 is murdering me. I don't know. It's not like I was up super late either. It's just kind of like getting up. I'm sort of like, but like I said, this mentioned this yesterday. It was in my head to do it every right, and I had a regiment going. And since my regiment was upended around Veterans Day, when was Veterans Day?
Veterans Day was on Thursday, November 11th, 2021.
Yeah, November 11th. So 11/11/21 was when this whole thing sort of kind of like shifted on me. And I've been slowly trying to get my mojo, my flojo, my ayojo back. And I am going to. But for right now, I'm mad that I cannot remember this thing. And we're gonna about to do like an hour and change on that just to make sure I get it before I even go anywhere near that thing. Same rules apply. I've been doing this for about 6 months. I think uh, I'm not confident on this thing at all, but I'm less nervous about it like that. I want to be that in 6 months. I'm not confident on it at all, but I'm less nervous about it. Hopefully, by that time, it will be a year with the guitar. So I should be confident, a little more confident. Oh, play it something. Let's see what I know. Good, better, and different. Confident enough to pick it up and play it for you, and you to go, eh, not bad after a year. Or, oh, it was horrible, right? But confident enough to play it. I'm not confident enough to do any of that right now. And we'll see. And then this time next year, the first of 2023, we'll see how good I am with the piano organ playing. And we're not even gonna count the drums. Not even gonna count it. Not even. And I'm also gonna look for my flute. I could have sworn my flute was in this cabinet. Not knowing what it was, I cannot give you up this time. So yeah, I'm gonna find that flute. I'm gonna run out and buy a flute book and just fuck with that because I really do need. I mean, there's this. I really do need lung capacity. I love this little thing. I really do. Uh, I actually may keep this in my car. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna be musical, and that's the plan. And in 10 years, tell me if I'm any good. But for right now, I don't really care what you think. I will openly acknowledge, and tell you I suck at everything. So there's no need to have an argument with you about it. I suck at everything. You're right. Goodbye. But give me time, and I think I might be pretty decently okay to pick up something and plunk out the chords, uh, and that'll be fun. Um, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be fantabulous. It's gonna be moving. That's where I'm at. So I'm not stressing about what Brandon is doing in the White House. Uh, man, I gotta tell you, man, politics. I believed, and I was like, those people are all wrong. And then I got conned by the Clintons, putting us in jail, stealing from us, patting themselves, and then selling us out. And now they're here telling you, we're your only hope, and we've got your back. Really? All right, Clintons. The environment has shifted. Everybody can see who the bad guys are, and people are just kind of they're gonna have a real hard time trying to get people back to what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to get people back to the polls. Because the Democrats have an outsourced allegiance from the black community, and they don't do shit. Can't even stop the killing. So yeah, we'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, it is 10:05. I am calling this one done. Sunday service. It's the first one we've had in a while. Remember, if you spend 2 minutes here, you're good for 2 weeks. I hope you're okay. We haven't had anybody in the chat, but that's all right. I hope as we get better, as we move around, we'll hopefully people will like what we have to say here or do here as we get more stuff going, and people will come back more regularly. We're not undaunted by streaming to an empty room, but it happens. All right, boys and girls, we will see you in the next one. The next one is likely tomorrow. We'll see you. I mean, it's the new year. We're still kind of fishing out. I should really actually, don't even get me started about all the plans I have. uh, there are too many of them. I should get the ones the must dos done this week, and I think that's streaming, um, not just here, but also streaming to other outlets and other platforms, and not being what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Anyway, all right. I guess that's it. We're gonna get back to our guitaring, and might actually get some coffee that is not cold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's a new start. Don't waste it. And even if you do waste it, it happens once a month. Every 30 days, you get a new first day to start something. Uh, I think my New Year's thing starting might be the piano. I was thinking this other stuff, but it might really just be the piano. That and get sort of trying to get the stream regular daily, and my whole thing that had nothing to do with you is just my unhappiness about my carcass. So I have to somehow, address these things that bother me. And I feel good. It's sort of all internal and all me, right? All internal and all me. But at the end of the day, be careful about how much you give to the outside world because you're getting very little back for it. So at least maybe this way I can play a little guitar, a little piano, fuck around with the drums, and be happy. And as I spend hours and hours trying to learn all that stuff, I don't spend hours and hours obsessing over the losers in every state house and the giant elite losers in Washington D.C. who don't ever seem to do the base bare minimum for the working men and women of this country here in America. I don't know where you are, how it works where you are, but here it's just we know you're corrupt and it's a shit show. Uh, and we don't really have the time to humor that anymore because the waters are rising and the fires are burning, right? Glaciers are melting, you know. Who's the boxer? He died. We're having a lot of politicians who are like 78 and 80 die. So it uh, doesn't give you a lot of hope. And I'll say this. What is his name? He died. He was from Las Vegas. He just died. He was like 82. He's like 3 years younger than the president. You know what the president said about it? Also, the other guy who was like 80 died, who was in politics. You know what the president said about it? Nothing. What is he going to do? He's 99,000 years old. He's going to get out there and tell you how, what? Because the first thing you're going to look at and go, you're not long for this world either. Maybe you shouldn't be. So America does a lot of out of sight, out of mind shit. And this is one of those things. We need real help. The people in charge are just patting their pockets and are incompetent how to fix the current situations, uh, how to relax some of the stress and strain on the everyday working American male and female, how to do anything for the next generation of Americans, these children. But the only people who are comfortable are them and their kids. So don't even get me started about talking about politics, because I will lose my shit and say something, and then I have these punk bitches knocking on my door to rig another case against me, because there's been millions in this country. So yeah, we're doing other stuff other than that. All right, boys and girls, men and women, that's it for us. Have some faith in something, right? Believe in something. Give your energy to something. Uh, don't give your energy to what those people say you should give your energy to, who want your vote and your money and all this other shit. But find it in yourself and find out what makes you happy. Because if you don't, you will snap, and some of you will be running into places with guns, right? Some of you will be obsessing about shit. It's sanity is a thin line, and you'll be off it before you know it, and then it'll take some wild thing to get you like the proverbial cold water bucket of cold water in the face, and then all of a sudden you're like, I can't believe I was so involved in, let's say, January 6th. I have these my junior high school kid and my kids about to go to college. I love my husband, and oh my God, now here I am with it. I don't know how I got so off base to be, and now I'm in this fucked up situation, and I embarrassed my kids or my husband. Da, da, da. How did I get here? It's not like I'm instantly crazy. It's a slow deviation as the line goes forward. It's a slow deviation to Crazyville. And before you know, you look up and you go, it's like being lost. Am I lost? Where am I? That's kind of what happens with these people. And it's always taking advantage of what you think, and as they also play on you're absolutely right, everyone else is fucking crazy, and then you're gonna go, yeah, I'm absolutely right, and I can't, this is outright, I'm going to January 6th. And before you know it, you're in the box with them. And then when it all goes to shit and you need somebody to call, who you gonna call? Either the people who told you to show up, these journalists or DJ, do they still call them DJs, podcasters, I guess, Like, no, then all of a sudden you're fucked. And then you gotta ask the other crazy people who went, but they're in the same boat. Those people are all ridiculous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not be ridiculous for the sake of other people to get. Look, it happened to me. I was ridiculous for the fucking Clintons. And now years later, I got nothing but anger. I didn't get anything that they claimed that was going to be able to get. And then on top of that, they got rich. Yeah, I feel stupid. And I want revenge. Right? What is revenge? I have no idea. But that's the nature of people. Revenge. You did me wrong, and I know you did me wrong. I'm not just gonna be like, oh man, you took all my health, my welfare, and got a couple of my kids killed. Good job, Bill and Hill. Oh my God. Oh well, I'll just go and vote Democrat someplace else. I'm like, they ran a con on me with the help of all these black people and these priests and shit. Don't get me, man. Don't get me going. I'm about to end the stream. Why you get me going? All right, I want to thank everybody for coming through. Uh, keep an eye out for yourself and your family. Keep a common sense eye out. Don't be these ridiculous people who are all over this country, and keep flying into this country from fucking Europe. The place is a mess. The place is a mess. Who can fix it? I have no idea who can fix it. Uh, but I'm not marching for you anymore for either side. Uh, I know exactly what I can and cannot do, right? And I can't change the government, can't change the world. So I'm over here doing this. Me and my sister were talking about divorce, and divorce is all over the place. And she was like, divorce got popular in the 80s. I was like, no, it didn't. Divorce got popular in the 30s. There are black and white movies, but it's still usually about the 30s. Super rich people in diamonds and pearls getting divorced, right? And they made it really common sense to just leave, right? And not everybody leaves. The latest thing I'm watching is how the media is talking about Kanye West and essentially Kanye West, Dave, what's that guy's name? Pete Davidson, and Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is just the fucking worst. So they're like, oh, well, they're writing it like, ah, what you fucking gonna do about it, Kanye? Ah, young woman with this, right? They're writing it like they've been going out for a few months, not even a few months. That acting like it's a love story, and I think it's written to embarrass Kanye, right? Why are you so concerned about this breakup and this new relationship? Why don't you go talk about? I mean, yeah, the American media, the racism is in the media. It's in the courts, right? It's in the politics. So yeah, fuck the Clintons, Hillary and Bill and their daughter and her kid. Fuck them. Fuck all these other people who keep lying you out to die as they make money off your bones and your rotted carcass. You know what the American people need? All of us, not just the black ones. We need a better education system. You know what else we need? We need better healthcare system. You know what else we need? We need jobs that go someplace, not flip working burgers for the next 50 years. You know what we don't need? We don't need more people to come in here from outside these borders for competition with us. We have a big population. We don't need new people. And if they want democracy, they should fucking fight for democracy where they're from instead of piling up in here and then telling me how there used to be a doctor in fucking Afghanistan or whatever the fuck. Because I don't care. My struggle is still here after 300 years. So we will see how this year goes because I fully intend, like I said last year, to start up my podcast again, my political podcast, which was only 15-minute nuggets, and drop them all over the place. So vote for people who kill your kids. Go ahead. Go ahead, knock yourselves out. I'm going to be other places. I'm not marching anymore. I'm not donating cash anymore. And when you show up in my neighborhood and go, we can all get there together, the first thing I'm going to do is tell you about your history in the loudest voice I can so everybody who may not know it can hear it. And you have to explain yourself for what you did. How's that? And your bullshit allies who killed off the people who are you claim to be the long-term allies of. Yeah, I'm gonna have more coffee. I might roll an early J, and I'm gonna look at the new year with promise. Till yesterday, the first day of the year, it was 77 degrees and sunny. It was beautiful, and I was like, "Oh, is this a calm before the storm?" It's somewhere around March. It's just gonna be nothing but perpetual rains and floods, and more acrimony from the American citizenry. Is that where we're going? Oh Lord. You know what I need to do? I need to get me a woman. I need a woman, and then I can worry about what the average guy worries about, right? What does the average guy worry about? Uh, Arguments and kids and what to get up for Christmas or birthdays or whatever, right? That what the average guy worries about? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Because I always talk politics, and that makes women crazy. You don't want to talk politics all the time. Anyway, whatever I get into, maybe it'll be another instrument, but it won't be politics. So yeah, all right, that's it for us. Uh, hasn't been a very long stream, I don't think. About an hour and change. I want to say 8:10. So 2 hours. We'll be back later on Twitch today to play some actual video games. Uh, the Twitch stream will have less politics and more gaming, but we won't shy away from any of that shit. I want to thank everybody who came through, even though no one was in the chat. It happens. Uh, I want you to have a good Sunday and prep yourself for a balling ass week. It's the first week of the new year. And keep the rhythm going and have yourself a balling ass month of the first month of the new year. And if you're really crazy, just ball out of control as long as you can. See if you can make it to August, being as fucking awesome as you can be. Most people give up on their New Year's resolutions in like 6 weeks. I found that amazing. My New Year's resolutions usually carry through March, April, right? Yeah, yeah, like March, April, May. Somewhere in there is when I begin to peter out. So yeah, we got guitar stuff to do. Um, I'm still doing the guitar. I'm just not doing it on stream. Uh, We'll see how it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the ninth time I say goodbye. That's part of the feature of this show. When I start saying goodbye, you have like 40 minutes to wrap that shit up. So I will see you. I got love for you, even though I don't know you. I have hope for you, even though I don't know you, because all those things benefit me if you have love in your heart and you have hope for other shit. You're not going to be scheming on me. If you're a miserable fuckstick, I hope you get hit by a bus, period. Uh, no payday, just a bus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. We will see you in this stream life.